Alrighty guys, sorry for the delay on these videos, but we have another one today. So we are going to learn how to put this Maytag washer into diagnostics mode. So basically those three buttons that you saw me press, just press them in a sequence 3 times consecutively, and then that message will pop up, and just kind of follow along through with what I'm doing. So the reason why this one's very easy is because it lets you go through all these major settings on this washer. So that's your drain pump, your washer, your water valve, the transmission, your pulley, your actuator, your drain pump, your circulating pump, all the major things that you would have to kind of test when you're trying to diagnose. Now, if you're able to see what I am doing right now, just take your time. They are very easy to diagnose. Also, let the machine run its diagnosis for maybe about 10-15 seconds for each setting, just so you know that it will activate, because sometimes certain settings will take a while for them to activate before it actually starts. So don't think it doesn't work. Just give it a little bit of time. So as you can see right now, we're testing the water valve. You got your door lock, water valve, hot water valve. So extra rinse is forward. The button right on top of it is basically to start the setting. Now this one, I believe it has, obviously it has one water valve inside the actual washer itself, but it has, I think, 4 solenoids, and each one is for different reasons. You got the hot and the cold, the oxy valve, you'll see it right there coming out. I think there's one for the water softener or something like that. Let's see. Hot water, oxy valve, fabric softener valve, and then that one will come out probably. Yep. So this diagnostics modes for these sort of washers are very cool, because it'll kind of let you know right there and then. You'll see one or two things. It's either you press start to test a certain setting, and if it doesn't happen after a few seconds or even a minute, then there's something wrong. That particular setting is not able to engage, and that's where we should typically start. Now, sometimes these how do I explain? Sometimes when you're in this mode, sometimes you kind of have to play with it in order to actually make a certain setting activate. Because the very first time that I ever did this, for some reason, the water valve would not open at all. But when I turned it off, I unplugged it and plugged it back in and went back to diagnostics mode and did basically the same thing over again, it actually worked. And then every setting was working fine. So just kind of play with it until you actually see a certain setting activate. Always start with the door lock. That's what I've noticed. Activate that first before you try any other one. Just try that one first and then try the other ones, because it's happened to me twice, and I remember both times I didn't try the door lock setting first. So try that one first, make sure it's working, and then try the other settings. Now this one, it doesn't require you to actually have the door lock engaged like in other washers diagnostics mode. You have to have it engaged in order to test the other settings. This one is not like that. You can activate any other setting while the door lock is not engaged. But yeah, guys, this is a very, very, very short video, but these short videos in diagnostics mode really, really go a long way. Now right there, before hold on, let me finish this thought. Right there we see something's going on with that transmission, so we have to replace that, and I believe we were going to replace the board on this one as well, because it started smoking. But anyways, like I was saying, yeah, these washers and these diagnostics mode is very, very cool, very easy to diagnose. Like I said, at first these videos was the average Joe to save you a few bucks. But now these videos are turning more for the actual technician or the newbie that wants to start off in this sort of career path. You know, it's always good to have some sort of cheat sheet per se, just to kind of get your foot in the door and you don't feel so lost. But like I said, either way, these videos can still save you a buck if you are not stepping into that field instead of calling an actual technician, because they will charge you an arm and a leg, because appliance repair is not cheap. This is how we stay in business, guys. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this up already because we kind of know what's going on here. But I do want to say something real quick. I just want to appreciate every single one of you guys that might leave a comment, might just view the video for a little bit, or view the video in completion. Give a like, please share the video, get us on the algorithm so people can start watching more of these videos. I would really appreciate that. But any sort of feedback, any sort of appliance you might want to see me repair, just please, please, please don't be shy. Just shoot me a message, leave a comment, and I will try my best to serve your needs as far as you trying to fix your own appliance. But until again, peace.